My name is Teresa Mwesigwa. I go by Terry and I am SSP class of 2010. I matriculated from Red Hill School. I was born to a Ugandan father and a Swazi mother. I am one of two girls that my mother had, and my family is currently my mom, as my father is late, and my two nieces from my sister. Home right now is Moroka, but I grew up in Orlando West. We come to Moroka because as a result of the SSP bursary and everything that it led to, I was able to buy my mother this house that she now lives in. Primary school was between Norwood Primary School here in Johannesburg from grades 1 to 3, and grades 4 to 7 I was at Littleton Primary School, and that is where I heard about the SSP scholarship. My high school experience was eye-opening. I used to commute from Soweto to Red Hill, and in traffic, that was about 2 hours one way and 2 hours back. And so on average, I'd read about 5 books a week. I got to unlock my skills as a speaker. I was a public speaker. I participated in debating, and I ended my high school tenure as debating captain, which was really exciting. I also ended high school as head of school in 2010, and unfortunately, I was also the first Black head girl that the school had ever had, and that is as a result of SSP. SSP supported me in a number of ways. So the financial component is the easiest one to point to, but there was also mentorship, and it was through the mentor that I got, Lindelo Zwane, that I was able to process some of the teenage experiences that I was having that I didn't really have anyone else to talk to about. And so the mentorship component of the scholarship was really important. After matric, I applied to and was accepted to the University of Cape Town's medical school. I had always wanted to be a doctor, but the reasons for it had evolved over time. I had become a little bit aware of the state of public health in the country, both through the news reports that were happening at the time of the doctor's strike when I was in grade 10, but also through my mother's own experience using public health in the country. And by the end of it, I wanted to be a doctor, not to become a neurologist, but to meaningfully make a difference in South Africa's public health system and hopefully do work that results in more people having access to quality healthcare. My very first year, I joined the Township Debating League, and we would go out into the surrounding township areas around Cape Town. We would interact with the high school students, and I was coaching debating at the time. Eventually that evolved into tutoring maths and science. After qualifying as a medical doctor at UCT, I went into clinical practice. I came back to Joburg and I completed my internship. Following that, I got to have a unique opportunity working in public health research to advance malaria elimination in South Africa. And that led me to want to build out my problem-solving toolkit. And so I went to Bain & Company and was a management consultant there for a little bit. And everything that I learned there, I then got to apply in what easily has become a peak career experience. And so I got to work with and support the provinces as well as the National Department of Health with the COVID vaccine rollout during 2021 and 2022, and was working directly with everyone from the top right down to vaccinators in the various districts and facilities. Following that career experience, I then went abroad to pursue my MBA at Stanford. And after that experience, I took an opportunity to work in urgent care and primary health care in the US. And that experience taught me a lot, not only about increasing access to healthcare in a meaningful and financially sustainable way, but also made me realize that the challenges that we experience in healthcare in South Africa are not very different from what is experienced in a developed nation like the United States. And after completing that work, I have recently returned home to think about not only how I can apply everything that I've learned in the US, but also how to amplify the impact that I can have in South African healthcare, in the communities that I grew up in, with the people who helped shape me into the person and the doctor that I am today.